Hey everybody, welcome back to week 4. And what we're going to do this week is look at cleaning data. Now, what we're going to do with this week is we're going to work with a sample data set from Starbucks. And what we have here, and this is important to do with any data that you ever get, is to first take a look at what the data is, okay? And that means kind of scan the number of rows you have just to kind of get a sense of the size and scope of the data set. So we've got about I'm in row 198 here at the end, although if you notice, my data set only begins in row 22, so got about 170 rows or so, and we'll count that more specifically in a moment. Now, I've also got a number of fields that we want to look at, and this is really kind of really more important than even the size is we've got product name, and then we got nutritional data, calories, fat, carbs, fiber, protein, and sodium. So this is basically a nutritional profile per Starbucks product, okay? And if you notice, we are in this tab name is drink data. We will have food data as well, but for now, we're just gonna look at the drinks. So the first exercise is gonna be to count the number of records that lack data. Now, what do we mean by lack data? If you notice, records 2 and 3 within this data set are, excuse me, are kind of dashes. There's no actual nutritional data in here. So what I want to do is I want to find out how many of these rows actually don't have any data. Kind of want to get a sense of that. So we're going to use the CountIF formula. So let's learn what the CountIF formula is. I'm going to do equals, and let me actually zoom in here actually for purposes of the demo. Equals CountIF, open parentheses. Now, if you notice, when we do open parentheses, if I click up here in the formula bar, I'll get the arguments that I can feed into this formula. Now, the arguments with CountIF are going to be range and then criteria. Now, the range is the range that I want to select, and I'm going to select this entire range of calories data in my drinks data set. So there we go. I'm going from top to bottom. If you notice here, it's cells C22 to C198. And then what I want to do is the criteria, I want to count wherever there's a dash, because where there's a dash, that means there's no data in the calorie column specifically. I'm going to click enter, and it's going to give me the number of instances of no data in the calories column, and that's 85. You can see that there. If I zoom back out, I'm going to be able to see that what I did was I just counted this column here, okay? So what I would like for you to do for exercise 1 is to count the number of instances of no data, and by that, we're gonna count the dashes, okay, in each of the columns, okay? So you've got this exercise, basically the same exercise repeated 6 times. And that's exercise 1, okay? Thanks. Keep in touch with questions.